Yo, what's up guys, Vojtech here. In today's video, I would like to show you I bought Galaxy S25 Ultra from TEMU for only $75. Sorry, it's translated for me, but I translated to English for you. Here we got the AI thing. The video follows a person who bought a Galaxy S25 Ultra from TEMU for £75, dollars, American dollar. They unboxed the phone and compared it to real testing features, camera. Yeah, usually these phones can be, somewhat good when it comes to the processor, like CPU, but when it comes to cameras, I mean, I don't know, these fakes always look like somewhat real, right? The design could be like one to one. The software might be a little slower, but the cameras are always for some reason so bad. I don't know what it is. Maybe these Chinese companies that make these fakes just don't have the source, the source to the cameras. I don't know. Not good, but for 1,200 cheaper, it's worth thinking about. Maybe. We will have to see. Phone is super sketch.
I bought a Galaxy S25 Ultra from TEMU for $75, which is $1,200 less than retail. And in this video, we're going to unbox it, test it out, and try to figure out why it's so cheap.
Yeah,
now, last year I bought an S24 Ultra from TEMU, and it was horrible. Features like a fake fingerprint reader and
Silicon,
broken headphones.
by the way.
So let's
Pretty
see what
cool
they sent
channel.
us today. So here's our box, guys. Let's go ahead and see what is inside. Got a case. Ooh, we've got our nice little stylus, right? I guess I shouldn't say little because this is holy crap, that stylus is
Does
huge.
this look
also,
like an
here's
original?
Our phone, and oh baby, there
That's
it is,
weird.
the S25 Ultra, and wow, why is this so close to the real thing?
But
we'll do,
actually,
of course, a lot of comparisons and tests in this
this
video,
is
and then also
like a nice design, I mean, the phone looks pretty, look at it. I mean, I got my phone right here, I got case on it. It looks fine, but wow, I mean, that phone looks good too. Anyways, what I wanted to say, yeah, when you when you look at these, I don't know, this might be the flash, or how does this work? Is it 4 or 5 cameras? What I wanted to say simply, in case this is 5 cameras, I'm pretty sure only like 2 of them are working. This is like pretty, it's pretty like common for these fakes to just have like, there's the camera, it looks like a camera, right? But there is no camera inside, right? So no sensor.
Real thing. We'll do, of course, a lot of comparisons.
I just want everyone to understand.
And also we have some cheap little headphones in here. Last time I got these on an S24 Ultra, they tore apart. But let's go ahead and put all this stuff to the side and take a closer look at the phone. But guys, let's start by taking this little screen protector off. And man, this thing really is very similar to the regular S25 Ultra. It's got the same rounded edges, the same rounded screen. It's got the punch out right there. And then flipping to the back, we have the signature 5 cameras, the flash, and I'm guessing that all 5 of these cameras are probably not cameras. There's probably like one camera and these are all fakes, I would assume. And then a SIM card tray on this side, and of course on the bottom.
I mean, for 75, even
so I want to compare the dimensions of this
just
phone
looking at this doesn't look that bad. I mean,
S25 Ultra. So let's go ahead and do that. So it should be 6.3 long, excuse me, 6.4, and that's pretty close. And then 3.06 wide. Oh, that's actually like right on the money. And thickness should be about 0.3 inches. And wow, this thing actually is pretty dang close. Maybe this is a real S25 Ultra. Let me go ahead and take off all these other little protective films. We'll go ahead and boot this thing up and see what it does. And actually, before we turn this phone on, I gotta talk about this pin here. This thing is absurd. And first of all, on the real S25 Ultra,
I was thinking of a sponsor.
Into the phone, like down in this corner. This thing is larger than the phone. It's about as long as the phone itself. So I'm not really sure what the point of this is. But let's go ahead and turn the phone on and then experiment some more. All right, guys, finally booted up here. And we also have this little clear case that I just threw on this bad boy that came with this here. And at first glance, looks pretty good. Got the same rounded edges here. Hold on. Oh, that's bad. So we have really thin bezels here at these corners, and then down here, this entire bezel is just massive. So it's like the screen was just placed in a random spot inside of the phone, which is not surprising for 75 bucks. But let's go ahead and start scrolling around here and see what the functionality is like on this thing. I should also mention that it's super sketch. I booted this phone up, and I don't have to like sign in or set the phone up or anything. They just kind of set it up for me, I guess, and who knows what they pre-installed or left for me here. Yeah, that's sketch. Oh, and actually we have TikTok downloaded. That might be worth the $75 itself,
What?
honestly. Then we got stuff like Facebook, Face Unlock, and actually, let's go
Why
ahead and
was
test out this
why
this
was
Face
TikTok
Unlock here,
downloaded?
because
Is that
will
like
it
a
actually
Samsung
work?
thing?
History tells me no, because of the fingerprint sensor I
It
used
comes
last time actually worked
preloaded,
from my
really.
elbow rather than my finger, so
Oh,
that was
that's
a scam. But let's
crazy.
go ahead and set this up and see if it actually works. So it basically just takes a selfie. It doesn't do the whole thing where I like, turn
Oh
my
yeah,
face
these
side to side
usually
and
are
get
also
all the
crappy,
angles, so
the
it's not
finger
too
and
sophisticated. Let's
face.
go ahead and
It
test
doesn't
out
really
and see
scan
see
it
if it works. So
sometimes.
unlock it. Look at this bad boy. Face recognition failed. Let's try one more
I
time.
mean, it's better to fail than
There it goes.
let it
Hey,
through with a
and
different
hey,
person.
all right, I tried it like 5 more times and it actually is working now. So next up, I want to try it on a different person's face just to see if it like will recognize any face. Or
He
if it's
should
only my
try,
face. Let's try that.
picture of
All right, guys,
himself
we have
on
a
a
different
paper.
face.
Uh,
Let me try without the glasses. See what it does.
Okay.
that's
No
actually
glasses.
Nope. They don't work.
Oh,
close
fail.
your
Wow, it
mouth,
actually works.
man.
So yep, guys. Surprisingly, it actually does only work on my face and not other people's faces. So that actually is somewhat
Pretty
secure.
cool,
Let's see if there's
not
a
gonna
fingerprint
lie.
sensor here, though. All right, fingerprint here. Unlock with fingerprint. Let's go ahead and
Oh,
test this
that
out.
looks
Wait, watch
old.
this. Watch this.
Look at
I already
that
know it's fake 'cause
Android.
it's like
The buttons.
let's add another fingerprint.
The gray
I'm just adding
buttons
random
and
fingers
this
to make
like
sure
right here.
Let's
This
try my
might
pinky,
be
'cause
like Android
yeah,
8
I did
or
not even scan my
wow.
pinky in.
Wow.
We'll try an elbow here. So secure, man. For our last test here, let's go knee action right here.
Okay, so this. Okay, so
That's
the
unreal.
face might
Honestly,
be
you know what the
working,
funniest part is? When you add
but
the fingerprint,
not
it says
finger.
the sensor is right here, but when you go to the lock screen, it says the sensor is down there. They're not even trying.
Funny.
Let's move on to the camera next. Let's start with a selfie camera here.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my gosh.
that's when this guy. I mean, just look at the interface. No options up here. Just HDR, which could be fake. I don't know. Picture, video. That's it. Picture, video. Like, no. I mean, there's nothing to do in the camera. I mean, you could just flip it and take picture. Ooh, this is so bare bones. Usually these fake phones got more options and the interface looks, newer. But this, so far the phone seemed fine.
Oh
But
my gosh. I mean, like, I guess
wow.
it's not terrible for 75 bucks, but it's
I
pretty
mean,
bad.
for
From the back
75,
camera. Oh, actually,
it's
that's acceptable.
alright.
Okay, I'll
But
take that. Now, of course, in the actual S25 Ultra, they have, like a million different camera modes, and they should, because there's literally 5 cameras here. Actually, we can go ahead and figure out which camera is the
yeah,
real one here.
just one of
And,
them
yep, definitely the one
works.
in the top left corner
Alright,
here, and
yeah.
if you zoom in close, you can actually see this one looks like a lens, and these other ones just look like blue domes. I would
Yeah,
call
that's
it.
what I
This one,
said.
what is that right there? That's just, again, another blank thing. Awesome. Also, we haven't tried out our this thing. I guess it works, but like, can I draw? I mean, like, it's good for, I guess, grandma typing. She like can't use her fingers, so she just taps like this. But you can't, there's no tip to it. You can't like draw stuff. You can't write stuff like it's advertised in the S25 Ultra. So that's a scam. This is just, what is this little hook for? Like, can I do that? What is this? What?
That's
Wait,
that's
can
what
use
I
this as,
was
like,
thinking.
Oh, yo, it's a stand.
Oh,
Yo, that's actually genius.
wait a
I don't know if that's what that's
minute.
for, but I'll take it. But guys,
It's
next up, let's
probably
connect to
for
Wi-Fi,
it.
get some specs on this bad boy, and see what this
Ah,
phone
yeah,
is really
yeah.
packing. Wow,
It
so this thing can actually connect to 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is honestly surprising.
Oh,
Let's
so
go ahead
it
and do
has a
speed
new
test, though,
tech.
and
I was
see if this
thinking,
thing...
it can only connect to old Wi-Fi networks, but no, it can, in case you are not like really technology invested, it's fine. There is basically two options, basically 5 gigahertz and 2.4. 2.4 can reach longer distances, but it's slower, and 5 is faster, but it can reach less of a distance. And yeah, so right now, as we are speaking, 5G, 5 gigahertz is getting more popular, but maybe you are using the old one
And...
too. It's fine,
Oh, crap, what just happened? how many times are these TEMU things gonna bust my eardrums, dude? That thing just went, that was outrageous. And also at the same time, this is a scam because our 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi would give us like 300 down over the air. We're getting 35 down and 54 up. So whatever antenna they have inside the phone clearly picks up the 5 gig Wi-Fi signal, but it's not actually meant to use that signal. So just keep that in mind. Just another thing to
But
pile on here.
35
on
a
the
phone is fine, man.
I'm gonna download
Unless you want to do streaming or whatever. Download 8K videos.
All right, so signed in here, and I should also mention that you can see this pretty well on the white background, but there's definitely some white bleed around that punch out there, which is not surprising. I see that on a lot of these really cheap phones. Let's go ahead and download our spec app now. So I got that downloaded, but we'll first start by going to the settings and seeing what kind of specs we have here, just in the general settings. So we have about 200.
Yeah, usually, in case you guys don't know, in the settings, it will usually save like fake information about the phone. Like, for example, that it has more RAM, more storage, whatever. But some of the apps, maybe it's the one he downloaded, some of the apps can actually like reveal the real specifications, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming, I don't know, it looks like somewhere around Android 8, which actually Android 8, you know, it will support most of your social media and all this stuff, so it's not bad. But the camera is horrible. And yeah, I don't know about the storage, but you know, if you are not like a content creator, actually for 75, not bad.
Bad for storage. And according to this, the device name is C37, despite the listing saying it's an S25 Ultra, so that's cool. We have 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of ROM, which is built-in storage. We have a Snapdragon 8.
Is it really though?
I imagine is probably wrong.
12 gigs of RAM.
14, which I'm not quite sure is accurate. I'm not sure this feels like Android 14.
If this was real, the specs, that would be
So first thing, it does say we have a 60 hertz display, 3120 by 1440, which honestly is not bad for this device. Wait, hold on. It says it's 11 inches. It's not nearly 11 inches. Let me just show you. So the screen is about 6.5 inches, which by the way is already wrong because an S25 Ultra has, I think, a 6.9 inch screen. So this is off by a little bit. Looks like we have a 7200 milliamp hour battery.
What?
That seems wrong, but we'll assume it's right for now. So guys, this just got really interesting. So we're here on
maybe
the
the app
now.
can't tell the real specs.
We have Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 hardware, and wow, it just, as I'm saying that, the app literally crashes. So first of all, we clearly do not have that in here because the phone keeps crashing, it keeps freezing.
You should try another app.
Phone, we definitely don't have that hardware in here unless they're doing something crazy. And more importantly, the specs don't even line up. You can see here under CPU it says 2 gigahertz, whereas I believe the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is like 3.4 gigahertz. And at this point, I can't believe anything this phone says.
The app
the
does
lies are clearly
not
like baked into the hardware.
work,
Very interesting.
sadly.
Let's go ahead and try out a YouTube video next and see how that runs. You know, a lot of these crappy phones, I can't even pull up a YouTube video. It won't even rotate. I will say this one so far is loading YouTube just fine for the most part. Let's go ahead and try.
That's almost like my TEMU app on TEMU phone.
Let's try to flip around in
Pretty
landscape
funny,
mode
right?
here, and it's a little wonky, and there it goes. So that's better than a lot of other cheap phones I've seen, but definitely not. It's not Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 quality there. And let's also see what kind of quality YouTube thinks we have. So let's just go up to 1080p, and that's it. Yeah. So I think the resolution on this phone is lying too. Dude, you can tell a lot from the YouTube app when things just start crashing like crazy. You got TEMU ads everywhere. There's probably some spyware on my device now, and I connected it to my Wi-Fi, so that's just great. And guys, I also want to test a game, so I downloaded Subway Surfers here. Let's go ahead and boot that up and just see how it runs. And guys, just playing a little bit, this phone seems to be fine. It's actually not lagging at all, which is, I'd say, surprising for a phone from like TEMU, AliExpress, that sort of thing. Usually these phones are slow, laggy, freezing all the time, so yeah.
You should provide a link.
But next up, guys, I want to try out these headphones because I just got to see if they'll break or not. So let's go ahead and pull them out, and oh my goodness, these are maybe the cheapest things I've ever seen. Let's go ahead and plug them in.
But
and so last time when I put headphones
who
in,
uses
I didn't
them
even get a chance
though?
to try them because when I pulled them out, they just...
Who uses iPhone?
Well, last time I tried to pull it out, it just
headphones
immediately broke.
in 2025.
So that's already better. Wow.
Ignore these.
So they improved. S25 Ultra is better than the S24 Ultra. Nice. But next up, let's go ahead and throw a SIM card in here because it wasn't very clear on the listing what carriers, if any, are supported here. So let me go ahead and throw in my Verizon
Hopefully
SIM card
all.
See what happens. All right. So
I
first we
mean,
have the
it
SIM card
doesn't really
slot here,
make
which
any
includes, we have
sense
an
for
SD
the
card
Chinese
and,
company
it's
to
full
lock
SIM.
it,
Okay,
right?
that's cool. Verizon SIM
Wow!
going in.
It has that OG. Oh my god! One of my phones actually does this. You can get 2 SIM cards plus SD card, man. But hey man, I mean, I'm sorry, but for 75, unless you are like into taking photos and videos, honestly, it's a fake, so you shouldn't buy it. But the value on this, it's a great value, honestly.
Card and oh, it's dual SIM. Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
dual
All
SIM
right,
and
Verizon SIM
SD
going in.
card,
Let's go ahead
so
and
you
see
can
what this
get
bad
more
boy can do.
memory.
Oh, it says 5G. Hold on, let's turn off our Wi-Fi and just do mobile data. Wow, it says 5G. Hold on,
It says 5G.
5G.
I
5G. What
think
does that mean?
it's fake
Now we saw how
though.
the antenna in here performed on the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi earlier, so I can't imagine
If
we can
this
actually use all the
was,
bands
yeah,
on
if this
5G
was
here. Let's go ahead
IG,
and
it
just
would
do
be
a
a
speed
steal,
test and see what
honestly.
happens. Yeah, so we're
Steal.
getting an 8 down and 2 up, which could be accurate to be fair for Verizon in my spot, but
Maybe.
probably not. I'm just so
You
confused.
should go to the city.
There, but let's go ahead and try to make a phone call as well. Is your refrigerator running?
Why, I think it is.
Well, you better go catch it. Yes, the Verizon SIM apparently works on this phone, which is honestly surprising. So guys, let me know down below, would you rather spend $1,300 on a real S25 Ultra or $75 on this? And guys, I'll see you next time.
Wow. What a great fake, honestly. I mean, oh, they did the camera thing, camera obviously sucks, there's only one camera instead of five or how much even. But yeah, if I was rocking with this phone, I mean, I wouldn't be ashamed, honestly. Like, everything from TEMU is fake. Mother-in-laws probably wouldn't know the difference. So perfect present for them. Man, that's evil. But yeah, that's for sure. The team guys could have at least flashed the Mystic GCI firmware so it's actually one UI. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That I actually didn't mention that it didn't look like the One UI software. How Samsung looks. It didn't look like that. So that's a shame. Yeah, for sure. For 75 you can actually buy something much more decent. Really? It well, I mean 75. I mean that's I don't know. I actually don't know. I mean maybe you can for 75 maybe you can buy something better, but I don't think these big brands like Xiaomi or whatever can get you a better value, honestly. But I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, very good video. I already know the guy, so I knew it will be good. The phone itself, also good, I would say. I mean, some people don't agree. To me, seems fine. But yeah, um, it's, little bad is that fact that he he used the app to reveal the real information, but instead he got some, mixed up whatever answers. You should try a different app, but I don't know any good app that does it, like reveals the real information. I knew I saw somewhere a different app, but I actually don't know. Anyways, I have spoken for too long. Check out the original down in the description and subscribe. See ya.